Good morning, students. Students, today we are going to start our new chapter, that is cell unit of life. See, students, our every organ of our body is made up of cells. Cells are very small, very microscopic unit, and it is a structural and functional unit of our body. See, like our house is built up of bricks. Similarly, as our house is built up of bricks, similarly our body is built up of small million trillions of cells. Since cells are very small, so they can't be seen with naked eye. So we need microscope for to see, to observe the cell structure. Like our body have various organelles in our body. We have internal organs in our body. Similarly, cell also have internal structure. Cell also have various organelles in its body. Okay. See the diagram of cell. As you can see here, this cell contains many cell organelles. Okay, these mitochondria, ribosome, these are the various kind of cell organelle present in our body. Okay, in the structure of cell. Okay, students, various kinds of microscopes were discovered earlier to observe the structure of cell or to observe many other things also. Okay, as the time passes, with the passage of time, there is modernization of a microscope, you can say, or you can say there is a after developing of technology, now we have electron microscope. Okay, simple microscope which we are using in labs, this microscope we are using in labs, this microscope is also much better than the previous microscope. Okay, but now that electron microscope, this one electron microscope, this can magnify object 2 lakh time. Okay, so this is very powerful magnification of any object. So earlier we were not having these kinds of microscope. So Robert Hooke, what he did, he observed cell under a microscope with two lenses. Okay, under that microscope he observed a cork cell. Okay, a cork cell. So what he observed, that all these cork cells, they are made up of empty box like structures. Okay, they all were dead cells. Okay, what he observed, these are cells like structure, these are empty boxes like structure. Okay, so he named them cell. So accordingly, with the passage of time, with the development of modern techniques, some scientists propose cell theory. Okay, so first of all, we will read some points of cell theory. There are three botanists which propose cell theory, and what they said, according to first botanist, that is Matthias Calderon, in 1838, he proposed that he observed cell structure of plants. Okay, he observed that every function of the plant is done by that cell. Okay, which from which the plant is made up of, and each cell performs its specific function. And in the next year, 1839, Theodore Sequin, he observed the same thing in animal cell also. Okay. Later on, they joined together their theory, and they observed, they declared that the cell is a structural and functional unit of both animals and plants. In 1858, Rudolf Virchow added some point in their theory. He added that every cell arises from pre-existing cell, either by dividing of the previous. He observed that one cell give rise to many new individual cells. Okay, so one by one we will discuss their point of cell theory given by these three botanists. First one is, point is, cell is the smallest structure of all living organisms, and second is cell performs all the functions of life. Third is all cells arise from pre-existing cells. Okay, these are the 3 points of cell theory given by these botanists. According to first point, if we observe any plant or any animal, okay, we observe their organ under the microscope, then what we will observe after magnification, we will observe their body is made up of small box-like structure, okay, which they name cell. So cell is the smallest structure of living organism. Second, cell itself perform all the function of life. So all the function of living things. If see any function, any kind of secretion, any kind of food preparation, so every function is performed by cell itself. Okay, if there is a movement of muscle also, if in plants there is a production of food in leaves, or if you in animal body, if they are you can say moving from one place to another, so every function is performed by cell. Okay, and all cells, they give rise to new cells. Okay, many cells die and give rise to new living cells, and this chain is continuously many of these cells get die and they get replaced by the new cells, and they form a never ending chain of these cells. Okay, and we have different number of cells in our body. Okay, one more thing, if any person or animal is big, that doesn't mean their cell size is big, that means their number of cells are more. Okay, if any animal is bigger than smaller animal, then smaller animal, they have less number of cells as compared to the bigger animal. That doesn't mean that they have big cells or their cell size is very big. Okay, so their cell size is normal, but number of cell is more than the other animal. Okay, so on the basis of number of cells, they have categorized them. Single celled, few cells, or multi cells. Okay, single celled like bacteria, yeast, these organisms are single cell organism, amoeba also. Okay, then Spirogyra, Volvox, these are the living things which have very few cells. And multi cells, we human being, many animals, okay, like dog, we have multi cells, okay, in our body, number of cells in our body, large number of cells in our body. Okay, so single cell, few cell, multi cell. Single cell, they are made up of just one cell. Okay, few cells, they are made up of more than single cell but less than like you can say a limited number of like 100 or limited number of cells, that is a 1000, 100, this kind of cells. And multicellular organism which have a large number of cells, uncountable number of cells. Okay, billions of cells are used to make a body of human. Okay.